Well, wouldn't you know it? Bear says who? We're back up there to 410. Actually, a little bit higher, 411.50s. Can we keep going? Is it pumping pow, dumping pow? Well, it sure looks like pumping pow. Let's bring on Joel Elconin. Let's take a look and let's hear the theme song of the day. Let's bring it, Joel. You gotta pump it up. You gotta pump it up. Pump it up. Pump, pump, pump. Pump, pump, pump. Let's go. Oh, man, Joel, I got to go to one of those games. I still haven't been.
Man.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that place. Oh, you can't get prettier than that place.
That's just electric. And it was funny. I said that to you yesterday when you were at the gym, and then it just turned out to be so appropriate today. But
Yes, it did. Yes,
here we are. Not a repeat of last time, at least for now. We're up and away. Someone took a head fake. We took us down to 40, 48, 50, and then a little bit of a dovish tone. My top number, 41.41. You can see that right there. I don't know. See if we got more in the tank. 41.44 and a quarter. That is the current high. The dollar getting back towards par here, down 94 cents, 100.98. Then the bonds are liking this. That dovish talk up 1 3/4 points, 131.17. Crude not liking it so much, down a $1.81, 77.06. Gold ripping on this. New high for the move, up 18.80 at 18.64.20. Silver back over 24, up 26 cents, 24.10. And Bitcoin up $580 at 23,830. Everyone in the chat, I hope you're having a good day today. We tried to lay it out. I guess you know who's flexing their muscles right now is good old JC Peretz. And JC,
you said the hopium, Mitch. You're on that hopium. What's up with these stocks? They're ripping.
If they're not dipping, they're ripping. And then look at us, 2 days in a row. We bring on bullish analysts.
Right?
Ryan Dietrich did a good job of laying things out this morning. We talked about the scenario analysis. But we got Kenny Glick coming on in 7 minutes. So let's cover some of these earnings stocks. Let's get some of these stocks after the close. And then some earnings tomorrow morning as well, Mitch. So I'll let you fire away, and I'll just do some quick technicals, and we'll move on.
Yeah, so what I'll do first is let's just bring in maybe some comments by the Fed, and then we can kind of expand on that. Of course, we're going to take a look at some stocks today, but everyone was just looking at the Fed, right? Some of the comments that were said, right, is that there's a possibility. Jerome Powell said that there is a possibility of a soft landing, but doesn't see it likely. Then he stated that my bear case is that there will be positive growth this year. Pretty much like kind of a bullish outlook, right? He also said the labor markets remain strong. Whoa, no way. I mean, I think we've seen that one clearly, right? Labor market's not cracking one bit. He did say that he thinks that the Fed can get inflation back down to 2% without a really significant downturn or a really significant increase in unemployment. But isn't that the soft landing?
I don't agree with that. I mean, the other stuff I agree with. With that I don't agree with. But is that the remainder of the comments? As the SPOOs just make a new high here at 41.47 and a quarter. It was just a little tinge of dove in there. That was one thing the market was looking for. Just any kind of little doviness, and you got it. And
this was the comment. This was the comment. If you wanted the one comment that would show some dovishness, it's this one right here. We can now say, I think for the first time, that there's disinflationary process has started. Right there. That was as dovish as I think you're going to get Powell. Him saying that it's disinflationary and that it has started, right? He hasn't said this before, right? That there's actually disinflationary process getting to work. He also stated that he was like, yeah, in 2021, we were looking for the kind of the goods to inflation to come down to be transitory. Well, it didn't happen. And now you're seeing the goods come down really fast. He's looking at the services also. Will that come down? All things that we need to kind of pay attention to. But of course, it's Jerome Powell, right? He's going to definitely shake things up. That comment, I think that for sure, though, if you were looking for one, that's it right there.
The Yalgos, man, they were programmed. They were programming. It was quick, too. If you had been short, and I think because we did take out the pre-market low by a nice margin, so looked like we were going to roll over. But when the machines flip that switch like that, we are still ripping. 4180 would be my absolutely most juicy target on the upside. That was our December 13th regular session high. We are now 25 handles away from that magic number. Maybe not today, maybe overnight, maybe not tomorrow, but let's see. All right, let's get to AMD.
Let's get to it. Of course, AMD with their earnings today. The earnings weren't that great. Not what the price action's telling you, though. There you guys see it. AMD just ripping higher and higher. I don't see it turning around anytime soon now, especially that it starts getting the motor going. Looks like we came back towards like the support around the May period. But after that, we can keep pushing higher, maybe even 9,100 coming soon.
Oh, man. This one, it just gaps, or if you could just ignore gaps, because we told you, drew that line across 79. That was your breakout. Opened 78.47. Once it got through 79, dead meat all over the place. Air up to 90 in this one, and that would be a huge move. But that is your, well, let's see. What were these kind of pesky highs here? Let's see. I'm not going to, no, I think we already got through it. But boom, 85.68. There's a number. I could find a number for you. A pair of highs, the 9th and the 12th of September, 85.68, 85.35. That's where we're at right now. But the spoos keep ripping, and that number will be gone in a heartbeat, as we just printed 41.61.
All right, let's keep going. Now, one thing I did want to just really quickly cover, and I think it's an important thing to look at overall. Look at my man looking at the Peloton. We could give those numbers. We didn't give them this morning.
Really? It wasn't.
Yeah, the earnings came out this morning. It was a loss of 98 cents, missing the loss of a 64-cent estimate. They missed on that end. Sales at 792.7 million, beat the 710.45 million estimate. They are having their fitness subscriptions up 10% year over year. They did say that near demand for connected fitness hardware is likely to remain challenged, though. So at least they admitted that fact, right? They don't see themselves selling a bunch of hardware, maybe some software, but definitely
Easy Mike says
hardware not the place to be.
Yeah, Easy Mike says, Joel, let me trade out of your Peloton for you. Well, let me tell you a couple things. That's in the joint account, and I can tell you the reaction right now. Well, first of all, if we rally a little bit more, we might be at our initial entry price that we let it go. But if I go to the investment committee and I show her that chart, you know what she's going to say? Well, why do you want to sell it now? It's going up. Just so you can't win, man.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is. It's going back up. Have you seen it in October?
I told you is what
we should have doubled down.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, that's gonna. They're gonna be taking that one to the grave with me. So, anyways, so we did. I don't know what to tell you about this Peloton. Full disclosure, I don't even know what my average price is. But it's funny because I did talk to a buddy today that said that he was doing the lifting on it. It wasn't doing so much the biking. Next monthly high, and I'll just give you this because this is a monthly high. That's all you have. 1886. That was your May of 2022 high.
All right, really quickly, I wanted to kind of show this outlook from FinViz, 1 month relative performance, right? We're focusing on January, it just finished. We're on the first day. 1 month relative performance, consumer cyclical leading the way, 18.06%. Communication services, 15.01. Technology up 13.64. Look at the ones on the downside. Utilities down. Healthcare is not moving. Defensive's not moving. Energy only up 1.7. What is that showing us a little bit? That doesn't look like last year, right? No, it doesn't look like last year at all. Almost the complete opposite of last year in that 1 month relative performance. So it looks like the ones that lagged are starting to actually be the leading sectors this year. We'll have to wait and see if cyclical and technology can stay at the top. Something to keep in mind, right? All right, let's keep going. Let's take a look. Did Snap come back at all?
Yeah, it did. It didn't give us that. I kind of it did the opposite of kind of what I wanted it to do. But still, that opening price was a good price, but it wasn't. I wanted to open lower, take out the low, and then come back. Let's just dissect the 15-minute chart. This was the price action. Open 10:07. Ran up to 1036, then came back down. So it wasn't a clean a trade. It looked like you had a lot of buyers under 10. That turned out to be the case. But a good day to report not such great earnings, right? So Snap on the rebound. Well, nothing up there until the bottom of the range from yesterday. That's 1118. Might take a couple days of heavy lifting to do that.
All right, let's keep going. We can do one more, and then I'll say, maybe we have a little special guest that's getting ready. We'll get towards that action right now. Let's take a look at, should we look at, I wanted to look at T-Mobile. Why? I just feel like this is a good buying opportunity. I wasn't able to bring it up this morning, but I've been really watching 150 here. 150 is just standing out to me on this chart, like clear as day. And if the Bulls can control this at 150, why not take it higher?
Yeah, we should have. I wish you would have talked to me about that one. You had like 5 tops in that area. Boom, it went through that. Who knows what long term? You know where it's going. 152.15. This stock has just been just a strong performer, trading at the highs of the session, just off 152. I will say, and I just don't want to be an old pessimist here, but my old age, you get to be that way. Pair highs 152.40, 152.55. So there you go. If you're looking for another target on the upside for T-Mobile, TMUS.
We'll see what happens on that T-Mobile. Let's get out of that one. Of course, we can talk about some different stocks, but you know what? I say we get to our guests. Let's hear what some other perspectives out there in the market. I'm really just kind of also looking into, I'm wondering here, when we bring on our guests, is it going to be bullish or bearish? A little part of me doesn't know. That's always the fun part. Let's find out.
I know what he's going to be. I know what Kenny's going to be. All right, let's go to him.
All right, let's bring on the Warlock. You know it. Hitthebid.com. Let's go. And no.
What's up?
What's up? What's up, Warlock? What are you seeing out there?
Wait, let me turn down my radio. I don't want to get, do that whole thing where you got the repeat. Oh, my God. What a start to the year. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're doing
strapped
good.
in. I'll tell you that much.
What's that hat? What's that hat you got on there?
It's my carnival barker hat. It's Mardi Gras over here. We've been partying all year so far because don't you love this market? After we crashed, all the analysts were saying, "Well, this 2023 is going to be the worst year we've seen." Just like Goldman Sachs was telling us how 2022 was going to be the greatest year ever. So, man,
no, but oil's going
this
to 180, 360 a barrel, isn't it?
What's up, y'all?
I love the tweet. I love the tweet I saw yours from a couple days ago, and it's like the market goes down and everyone's complaining. The market's getting killed by everyone's whining, even though you can make money on the short side, and then the market turns around and it starts going up. And everyone's complaining that the market's going up.
Yeah, I can't believe this. These stocks shouldn't be doing this. Exactly. That's why you're buying them. I got my life savings in Carvana right now. The stock's 360. The analysts are going, yeah, this thing's going to 500. It goes to $5. Now they're downgrading it with $1 price target. I'm in. Give me the 750 calls. I'm in from a quarter. They're $12 now.
But what about the fundies?
Listen, in 2013, I was a victim to what we're witnessing right here. In 2013, after we came out of the Great Recession, we rallied 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. 2013, I'm like, all right, enough is enough. Let's go down. And I was shorting everything. And I was right for about a day. And then I got annihilated. It almost ended my career. I will never, ever fall for that bullshit ever again. I'm long and strong for the last 60 days. The market's found its bottom on December 12th of last year, people. Wake up.
All right. Well, you guys see the Warlock not holding anything back. But, of course, what was the focus last year? Everyone started going into the cash flow focus and fundamental focus.
Yeah.
Right? What would you say about that this year, Warlock?
Fundamentals haven't meant anything since 1982. You think I care about what these companies do? I'm trading Carvana. They're hemorrhaging cash. They're going to be out of business next week. But who cares? It breaks $8. You're going to 10. 10 gets you 12.50. 12.50 gets you 15. I'm loaded up on Carvana. I'm buying Snapchat. I'm buying everything in sight. I got a list of stocks that basically they say these companies will be out of business. I'm buying them all. Slamming the keyboard right now. It's unbelievable. It's all momentum, fear, and greed.
Yeah.
And when you saw this market sell off and they broke the lows of the day, and I was like, guys, if this market rallies into the end of the day, we're going to tear apart this market because they just got everybody convinced we were about to go down. And when we pivoted at around 237, we're buying 296 calls on the Qs for $1.85. They're at $7 now. This is every day this year so far has been a holiday, and that holiday never ends. When you're liquid and you've crashed this market last year and you came into 2023 thinking it's going to get worse, what are you, out of your minds? Out of your minds. Shut your CNBC, people. They're going to kill you. They're going to kill you.
Oh, they'll be bullish. They'll be bullish tomorrow, Kenny.
Yeah, they'll be bullish tomorrow. You got it. Exactly. Lead the sheep over the cliff. Bye. Bye-bye.
The grass is always greener on the other side, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. I always getting in is one thing. Exiting is another thing. But and this is something I was talking about with Triple D. Was trying to ride this Rivian position, and people are so apt, and I've done it myself too. Like you see a price, you see a daily double top, and you're like, oh, that's such a good level. I'm getting out, and you look at it a day later, and you're like, I'm a genius, right? And then you look at it 4 days later, and you're hoping to buy it at that former that you thought it was a good resistance level. How do you manage? I mean, I know you put on some, multiple sizes and you scale out of things, but how do and like I said, I'm guilty of it too. How do you get people to get the mentality of let them take me out on the way down, or if you're short, let them take me on the way up. I can't pick the top in Carvana. How do you, with your traders and investors that you deal with, how do you, say, oh, but if I could have sold at 20, now it's at 18, I lost $2. How do you get people to shake that mentality?
Well, the way you really want to do it is if you're in at a good price. When you see a stock like Carvana, I've been selling into this move. I'm down to like the last 20% of my position. You sell it in increments, so then you never have that complaint. And sometimes stocks just go parabolic. Take a look at this AI stock. I started this move and I got nothing to show for it. It happens. When it came out of the bottom right there, we're buying this thing at $12.50. We're buying $15 calls for a nickel. We're banging them out at 50 cents and $1. Look at the parabolic move. It's nauseous. I'm nauseous. That was where the stock is now, was my target for the end of the year. And it did it in 3 days. So again, my wife puts it all in perspective because she's looked at this dumb face for 25 years. And I walk out of the office and she says, oh, let me guess. Did a stock keep going up after you sold out of it? And I'm like, shut up, lady. And then she says, if you still think it's going up, buy it back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I just sold it. I don't want to buy it back. I'm going to be a stubborn prick about it. And she's like, well, don't complain when it's up another 20%. And that's the story. You just raise the stocks. You set new limits. if you get a consolidation at higher levels, I wasn't afraid about buying the Qs, even though, they went parabolic. Look, they consolidated 297.50. I'm back in at 297.50. You just got to get back in. You raise your stops. You never lose the discipline. You want to you get crazy. Yeah, you're frantic a little bit, but never lose the discipline. If you're chasing something, you probably are. Look at what this MSGM did. You think, I mean, seriously, I'm in the stock yesterday at $7.80. I'm banging it out at $8.20, thinking I'm a hero. I wake up today, it's at $80. Nothing's going to faze me now. I just sold a stock that went up tenfold the next day. You think I'm going to worry about a stock moving up 30 cents and not want to get back in? It's the greatest trading market in the history of mankind. I never thought 1999 was going to come back. Here it is. Oh, it's fantastic.
I just was going to throw one more at you before I let you go.
Don't let me go. Keep me on. Hold me.
Hold on to me.
What about Kathy? Are you messing in any Kathy stocks?
Basically, we yeah, sure. When again, just like they did with the rest of this market, when I heard rumblings of Tesla's in trouble, now they're saying at 109.50, now Tesla's in trouble. When it made that turn at 112, and again, I'm a short-term guy. It's one of the worst trades I've did all year. I bought at 112, sold it at 115, and I'm just living with regret. But it's those extreme moments when everybody's going one way, you generally want to run the other way. And when you're a technical trader, it's all about price. And by the way, speaking of price, let me just pitch my man's book. If you haven't seen Brian Shannon's new book called Anchor VWAP by Brian Shannon, get this book, become a technical trader, embrace the VWAP, and you'll never be fooled by the market ever again. If you're breaking over prior day VWAP with momentum, you're generally going to go higher, and it confirms the trade. Read the book. Get to know Brian Shannon. The guy is my hero.
Are you in there?
Changed the way that I trade. It's all price, all VWAP, all the time, with no care about whether Carvana makes money or Peloton makes money or what the AMD numbers are. It's all price, momentum, fear, greed, and VWAP. It really is.
Are you in there? Any footnotes or anything?
Oh yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, I'm in the back.
Good. Okay. All right. What else? Is there any other junk? Oh, no, he's gonna look under the G's.
Oh, I love the junk.
He knows exactly. Yeah. Any more combing the ditches here? Anything that is still on your radar for today, or perhaps?
I'll give you a couple of junky ones that we're still in right now. You got the Sober. So apparently they've got a new breathalyzer, which I probably need.
Yeah.
To keep me out of my car. Sober. It dipped down under $1. We were like, I can't believe this junk's coming back. We're back in this thing at like $1.50. I think it's $1.80 or something like that. Thing was $4 a couple of weeks ago. That's some junk, but really just I've been trading these QQQ options. This is my new religion. The QQQ has daily options. So every day is options expiration. And you're getting to trade these options for pennies on the dollar. So when you get a move like this on the Qs, you're talking about 20-cent options that are going to $2 and $3. So every day it's like we're trading penny stocks, but we're trading the QQQ. Some other junk that I got is something called TBLA, Tabula. They got this big contract with Yahoo about 2-3 months ago. And today they had this news with ChatGPT, and that's going to be the new buzzword. So anytime it mentions AI or ChatGPT, just jump in. I mean, the stock went parabolic and it came right back. We're still in it. We bought it like 420 on the way back down, but we've been in this one for about 3 or 4 months. But a lot of this stuff, I was in the energy, for a while. I got the rig, got a 3.5-year breakout on the rig. I was talking about that with you guys.
Oh, there we go.
When I was last year. But really, for us, it's just liquidity. Most of what we do is just done at the end of the day. And tomorrow, if Carvana wants to explode again, this stock looks like it's going to $20. I'm going to ride it. And they have weekly options, half number increments. I love this AI. We're still in that. And again, still not taking positions. I love being liquid, but I've been dipping in. I'm loaded up on the SOXL, and that's my biggest position. I love the chips. I love the fact that everybody said we were running out of chips. And by the way, we didn't run out of diesel. Jim Rickards is a hack. There's no such thing as Biden bucks, and the world's not coming to an end. All right? My name's Kenny Glick.
We love you, man. Kenny Glick hit the bid. One of our top guests ever in the history of the show, Kenny. Always
I love you
appreciate you
guys.
coming on. We'll get you back on with Triple D real soon. I love the energy.
I love you guys. I'll see you. Look for me at the. We're opening the bell tomorrow with Trading View and Pierce Crosby. What's up, Pierce? I'll be running the bell. 3 years ago, I rang the NASDAQ bell. The market crashed, so be afraid. All right. So
Okay.
I'll shine up my bald head. You'll see me when the lights are hitting it.
Maybe
all right?
put a nice wig on. Maybe like a Joe Kernan's wig or something like that.
I might actually wear a suit. I haven't even been out of the house in a month.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys. Good
The
luck.
Warlock, give him a follow, guys.
We love the Warlock.
Shot the sheriff.
All right.
Have a good one, Warlock.
Okay.
All right, let's get to the action. You guys, did he hold back?
Kenny never holds back. And you know what? There's certain people that, I can just text and say, can you come on? And it's like they always like that immediate response. And the thing for him too is, today the market's up. He made money on the long side, whatever. He'll hold some positions, and then tomorrow if he gets stopped out on things are looking red. He'll check his VWAP and evaluate. I think that's one thing that be in these markets. It's hard. It's hard to be able to shift, and I think we have a lot of people that just are too bullish all the time or too bearish. But 357. We did back off 41.63 1/4. If I said I had a level there, I'd be lying to you. 41.41 was the top level on my sheet. That was an intraday high. So a lot of things come back. Is there any? We covered earnings stocks. We talked about Snap. We talked to AMD. It did look like that double top at the 85.5 area. Yep, that held. That'll be another good target for tomorrow. Ford's having a good day. Mitch, anything you want to cover for earnings after the close?
Earnings after the close today. Well, let's just pull up the calendar and make it real simple, right? We have Meta. Meta will be reporting today. This one, I expect downside action. When we got the market ripping, I was like, okay, well, I can't short Meta. I didn't want to short it into the action now, but as we get closer towards the close, I'm thinking about it. I haven't taken the position yet, but I feel like this stock has gone way too far. But I mean, hey, it's been in its own little kind of bull market.
Hasn't it like doubled?
Yeah, it's up. Oh, I mean, close 70%. 70% move versus the 100
move here.
But
okay. Well, folks, we got another minute here, but we got a guest coming on tomorrow that we've never had on before. And pretty well-known guy. And actually, we're going to have two people on tomorrow. And one of them has been on the show before, Jeremy Schwartz of Wisdom Tree. But I talked to Jeremy and I said, Jeremy, can you get me the other Jeremy on? And the professor, Jeremy Siegel, is going to be joining us here. His inaugural visit to PreMarket Prep. So tune in tomorrow. I got a list of questions for him. I don't think they're quite the same questions that he gets on CNBC, but we'll throw the old professor a few tricks tomorrow and see if you guys can maybe have some times for some questions. I'll just stay with you here for the closing print. We know that how important that is. 40 looks like we're going to go out here right around 41.30. Earnings after close. Mitch, you're going to be covering any of those?
Meta will be on our report. We'll do that earnings call. That starts at 5 p.m. So stay tuned for that. Really, I mean, it's going to be all about tomorrow. Tomorrow after the bell. I can't wait because that can definitely turn things around. We'll see what happens there. Did throw in there for everybody. If you guys want to check out hitthebid.com, definitely check it out. Threw up the link. Also threw up his Twitter. If you guys want to follow the Warlock, definitely check it out. And like he said that if you want to come hang out with him, just give him an email. He'll give you a password. So go check out. If you guys want to see some more entertainment, some stock outlook, and of course, some more VWAP talk. You guys know I'm all about the VWAP too. There's some traders that look at it. There's some traders that don't. And there's some traders that make it pretty much everything in their trading. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. Catch us tomorrow morning.
Okay, Mitch. Good job.
See you
Looks
guys,
like
always.
we went off at 41:32. See you guys in the morning with the Jeremys.
We'll see. We'll see. A big question of mine will be what happened to Dennis Dick, right? He talked about 410. He would turn around and play the opposite way. But did he? We'll find out, right? I'm definitely going to keep watching. You guys know my level, 420. Can we get up there? And like always, I think the important thing here is understanding that nobody ever knows anything, really, right? You got to learn how to be and build up your own decisive skills, right? Decision comes from within inside. You can look outside. You're going to see a lot of noise out there. You got to determine which way you're going to trade. Like always, don't let someone else determine this for you. You determine, build up those skills, understand what you're looking for, be a little flexible, and always learn. We'll see you guys next time. We'll see what happens. And like always, you never know who's going to get it right. The only thing you can do is keep battling. Big bad wolf, Jerome Powell, didn't take us down. If anything, he gave us some outlook today, right? He said that potentially there could be a soft landing. For a while, 6 months ago, there was no one pretty much talking about a soft landing possibility. And trust me, I've talked to plenty of economists that have gotten it wrong. So that just goes to show us we don't know where this market's going. The only thing we can do is pay attention right now. And definitely right now, the markets are ripping and not turning around. Bulls have control. How long will this last? Find out. Who knows? Maybe 2023 turns out to be a great year after all. Hit the like button, team. We'll see you guys a little bit later today. And like always, check out our earnings call coverage on Meta starting at 5 p.m. And tomorrow, got Jeremy Siegel. Oh, you guys don't want to miss this, team. Big guest tomorrow on PreMarket Prep, 8 a.m. Eastern. And if this is the first time for the show, hit the like button and subscribe down below. See you next time.